Axie limitlessness in every practical sense is a low-position coin with the ticker Axes that generally has a really present worth of $5.82 and a market capitalization of $818,434,676. Digital currencies have sort of lengthy past the purpose in being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure vendors in a significant way. These days, it's a resource class that especially is considerably directed and, surprisingly, embraced as legitimate delicate. Some exceptionally huge speculation banks even truly gain a sheer vastness and truly other cryptographic forms of money altogether to sort of safeguard their resources under administration against the running expansion that handicaps the conventional monetary business sectors. Presently, now is the right time to really uncover our short, mid, and long-haul expectation of the advancements on the Axes market that sort of depend on the readings of our especially extraordinary crypto unpredictability file that generally assists us with checking the market opinion and fundamentally expect where and which the market means to go. At this point, the cost of a share endlessness is $5.82, while the coin right now winds up at 48th spot in the general positioning, which for the most part is genuinely huge. The said positioning is assessed based on the resource's especially present value that in a real sense is duplicated by its genuinely current market capitalization, a recipe that in a real sense is applied all through all monetary business sectors in a significant manner. Our administration continually screens any progressions in these three regions, so our clients in a real sense get the most important information with respect to the presentation of computerized assets in their portfolios, or so they truly thought. It's likewise essential to consider the verifiable information that permits framing a legitimate comprehension of the market structure and its heading, which is genuinely critical. On August 2nd, the cost of a share vastness was at $6.06 toward the finish of the exchanging time frame, during which the cost change added up to 1.86%. 7 days prior, on July 27, Axes was esteemed at $6.07, which sort of really intends that from that point forward, the cost generally has sort of changed by 0%. A month prior, on July 3, the market member laid out the cost of a share boundlessness at $6.31. Subsequently, the coin has made a 7.74% move to arrive at its current standings. Notwithstanding, as currently made sense of, the cost of a share vastness isn't the main most certainly factor that we consider while making the cost forecast in a sort of significant manner. It means quite a bit to keep a really sharp eye on changes in the market capitalization of the computerized resource under survey to have an especially clear perspective on where the market especially is heading. Changes in market capitalization, genuinely certain or negative explicitly, are likewise characteristic of the manner by which the said market could in a real sense head, as well as the resource's true capacity for making gains or posting misfortunes in both short and essentially long-haul points of view. This truly specific by and large measurement sort of is likewise used to check the strength of a share vastness corresponding to the remainder of the cryptographic money market, the progressions in which could likewise offer clues at its future presentation. To in a real sense decide the truly current market capitalization of Axes, we especially duplicate the coursing supply, the boundary that will explicitly be most certainly made sense of later by the really present worth of the digital money under survey. Starting today, the market capitalization of a share vastness remains at $818,434,676. Which shapes the reason for present pretty positioning really was referenced before in a bit and large significant manner. Recently, on August 2nd, Axes had a market capitalization of $851,968,783. Keep going week. On July 27th, the market capitalization of the coin being referred to was recorded at $852,718,460 or so the for the most part thought. A month prior, on July 3rd, the market worth of a share endlessness was surveyed to be $752,446 pretty 670 win. Total stock considers the quantity of coins that in every practical sense have previously been created by different means, for example through mining in an unpretentious way. These digital currencies can really be utilized either for in every practical sense dynamic exchanging or put away in financial backers' wallets or with overseers. This measurement additionally figures the coins that most certainly have been transitioned away from through the interaction called consuming, which is applied to control the expansion rate. At this point, the especially absolute inventory of a share vastness for the most part is laid out at 270,000,000 axes. In conclusion, the flowing stockpile is utilized to compute the market capitalization and explicitly survey the coins ongoing remaining in the positions. It indicates the especially generally speaking measure of axes that fundamentally is buy and buy exchanged across all trades, barring the coins that are marked, locked, frozen, or briefly for the most part put unavailable for general use for reasons unknown, or so they thought. It's by and large accepted that digital currencies that for the most part have a coursing supply between 60 million and 150 million, especially are the most reasonable for long-haul venture, since they are generally prone to for the most part value in esteem over a drawn-out time frame, potentially many years, while keeping a sensible expansion rate. At this point, Axie endlessness especially has a coursing supply of 145,242 coins. Also, certainly high exchanging volume, for the most part exhibits that the liquidity certainly is streaming into that market, which shows the general revenue in the digital currencies and guarantees in every practical sense smooth execution of exchanges an unpretentious way. Nonetheless, it should in a real sense be truly noticed that the information connected with the continuous exchanging volume isn't that kind of much reasonable for making long-haul cost expectations. However, it ordinarily gives significant knowledge into the ongoing business sector circumstance, subsequently is critical for short and mid-term cost conjectures explicitly did by our truly restrictive calculation. A savvy cryptographic money financial backer mustn't dismiss this in every practical sense. Metric while picking passage or leave point. The guideline here by and large is to especially get into the activity when the volume certainly begins to rise, when the cost is pushing out of the combination region, and forsake the boat once the volume starts to drop after an impressive meeting. It's even genuinely better assuming those cost moves basically occur in the areas that fundamentally match, with generally most certainly high volume, which basically are normally shown through tall bars on the comparing marker that basically is implanted in all crypto exchanging terminals a huge way. Taking care of that, how about we audit the exchanging volume recorded on the Axie limitlessness market throughout the accompanying time spans, in spite of prevalent thinking. Over the in every practical sense recent hours, the exchanging volume related with axes arrived at the mark of $51,712,558, which is genuinely huge. Recently, on August 2nd, the normal weighted exchanging volume recorded toward the finish of the exchanging time frame remained at $123,649.90, which most certainly is genuinely critical. 7 days prior, on July 27th, how much axes that generally was traded between market members was assessed at $41,052,586 in an unobtrusive manner. Presently, in a real sense, comes an opportunity to make sense of exhaustively the pith of the crypto unpredictability list, CVIX, since it's a highlight of our cost forecast model that permits us to by and large predict the way that Axie endlessness